So I never questioned it could be done. I knew the prepaid legal would work. I knew there was a big demand for prepaid legal, and I knew that network marketing would work if you worked it right. Do it for the right purposes. So we started doing business, and let me tell you something. Where's that thing sheet? We got things being right, Luke? You know, when you got to travel 500 miles to make a sale, things don't happen very quick when you don't build a big organization overnight. In fact, at the end of 6 months, I had 109 people in my organization. Started with me on December 28th of 1982, and by mid-year of 1983, I had 109 people in our organization. But that wouldn't even make you, would have made you a director right before. Now, be a little better than that. But nevertheless, didn't make any difference. Nobody made any money, so it was only 109 people. A defining moment happened for me in that year. I decided I'm going to make this thing happen. My wife of 33 years and the mother of all my 3 children all died out with very short notice, just diagnosed her with colon cancer. Within 30 days she was dead. And it was right at the end of that time that I decided, what am I going to do? Sit around and mope about that? I'm going to go to work. So I just packed up my car and went to the road and was in 29 cities the next 31 days. A defining moment, because I knew I had to do something. But let me tell you what happened because of that defining moment of mine. 6 months later, I had 13,400 people in my organization. See, that's compounding, folks. People still refuse to understand compounding. You can get college professors who've got the biggest computers in the world, you still can't get them to understand what it means to compound. This group of 100 people here today could be 5,000 tomorrow if all of you decide today is my defining moment, like Russell said. Or just 10% of you decided that. If all of you decided we'd be bigger than Amway day after tomorrow. Wow. That's what the opportunity is. So how did this happen? Because I told 109 people the same thing I'm telling you. I did it. They should do. And they probably thought, man, he's crazy. His wife just died 30 days. He's out here doing meetings in a different city every night. He's got to be nuts. I think I'll join him. There's something about making money that gets people excited, and that's what it's all about. I just want you to know these numbers, and I also want you to know, we talked a little bit yesterday about it, because one of the most often asked questions I get is, how can I recruit better people? Any turnover in just some associates that left you? I mean, everybody you ever recruited is still there, and we're all still paying their $27 a month. You lie about your height, your weight, and everything else too. But everybody's there. But what you learn about this is it doesn't make any difference what that is, and I didn't worry about that. But I've been in the insurance business so many years, and they know that what that morbidity and what that mortality is. They know exactly when they sell a policy, how long that policy is going to stay in force. Not maybe with that number on it, but if you put 100,000 of them together, they can tell you exactly how many it will still be paying 20 years from now. I knew all that, and I knew what the facts were. So I went out and just started building this business, prepaid legal, with people like Woody and Fran Alexander. By the way, they were there at that time, because I had to drive all the way to California. I had to drive all the way to California to be able to make a sale. Woody and Fran was available, so I went out and made a sale. No, I didn't. I wish I would have recruited them, but they were in my organization, and were a big part of what happened. And it takes all kinds of people. Folks, I'm telling you, Woody and Fran are a perfect example. We talked about it yesterday. We had an outfit of in their organization, had some lady at a meeting just outside of Sacramento, California, every Tuesday night. I was there several times. It was one of our big meetings. They had 250, 300 people there every Tuesday night. And every time you went there, was a lady at the registration desk back there. It was in her 80s. She was retired and then had drawn $600 and some a month, and Social Security was her only income. She lived in a one-bedroom efficiency apartment, one-room efficiency apartment. And one of the other ladies had to drive by and pick her up and bring her to meetings so she'd work the table back there, because that was her only social life, was coming to that meeting on Tuesday night. And she wanted something to do and be around excited people, so she did what she had to do to be excited people. Now, she didn't sell anything, didn't do anything at all. But all of us loved her. I walked into the meeting, I hadn't been there about 6 months this time, went there. This time she took me outside to show me her car, and she had a brand new Eldorado Cadillac. She didn't have to have somebody drive her to work. She was driving up, picking up other people and bringing them to work. Now she had a 3-bedroom condominium that instead of a one-room efficiency apartment, she had a three-bedroom condominium. And you know what it was all from? Because she knew a guy that was president of a network marketing company she used to be with 20 years before this. She never met him, but she remembered his name, tracked him down, found out he was in San Francisco, sent him a tape, and the same with those cassette tapes back then, the same with DVD, and the thing about our opportunity in prepaid living. He came over there, drove from San Francisco over that meeting in Sacramento, and signed up, and that's the only person she ever signed up, and her entire life changed. Now I can tell you about people that signed up, 1,000 people, and their entire life changed too. But I'm telling you, somewhere between here and there, and none of us know where it's going to be.
Right.
If insurance companies knew which ones of those 100,000 are going to die, they wouldn't sell every policy. They would make lots of money then. But you don't know that. You just don't know who you're going to be. And the insurance company's been doing it for years. So the opportunity is there for you to earn as much money as you want to earn. And I can tell you that in the next 5 years and 4 months that I was with Prepaid from January of 82 to mid-1988, we sold something over 437,000 prepaid memberships.
Wow.
That's all. And there's over 300,000 of them became associates of prepaid. Are they all here today? Heck no. You know, it's not going to be there. But how about that renewals in the business? In 1988, I decided that prepaid living just ran out of money. They didn't have a dime to advance commissions anymore. And it was what, 19, when did you join? 93? About 93 is when they started rolling again. When it took that long for Hardin to sit back and let those policies that were in force pay the renewals because they already advanced all the commission and let that money start building up. And about 93 and 94 is when they were able to start doing business again, which there's a period there where they had no money to pay any commission. I could have stayed there forever and made $1 million a year just on earned commission to my third year. By the way, I want to tell you that what a guy Stone Cypher is. Don't you think he's so good. He's the worst guy I've ever met. I walked into his office one day in 1986, January 1986. And he says, here, I got something for you. He handed me a personal check for $41. I said, what's that for, Stone Cypher? He said, I always wanted to tell people I had one sales when I paid $1 million a year to, and you missed it by $41 this year. So to take that and add it to it, I can tell people I paid somebody $1 million. He gets all the, he gets to be a hero for $41. But nevertheless, I earned $1 million for my third year in the business. And we talk about ego, and we talk about where it is. Look, I was president of 5 different life insurance companies. I was CEO of that gas station. I was in every kind of building you can think about. But none of it ever earned me that kind of money. The first money I ever earned in my life was $110,000 a year as president of a life insurance company. Had all those fringe benefits. Right. I wore all the suits and ties and ate the best places for lunch and played at the country clubs and lived there. But nevertheless, the money I had to spend was done with $110,000, the biggest salary ever made. You know, I thought I was something big. If anybody would approach me about this opportunity, which they did, I'd laugh at it. I said, I was president of a life insurance company. I'm a professional. You know, I don't do that. Matter of fact, I told my wife, now that I'm a professional, I don't do honeydews. You guys ever do that? Try to find your wife, I don't do honeydews anymore. So presidents of insurance companies don't do honeydews. So the upstairs faucet was leaking in the bath. It was leaking. She called the plumber. He came out and in 5 minutes put in a new washer, stopped the leak, presented her with the bill. She looked at the bill and said, my husband is president of an insurance company. He don't make that much money. Mm-hmm. I said, neither did I when I was president of a life insurance company. So that's all ego and pocketbook. Don't let your ego outweigh your pocketbook or you ain't going to make it. I'm telling you, you won't make it. Sure, have all the ego, your pocketbook will stand, and you can keep increasing your ego, your pocketbook will stand, but be sure they don't ever get out of balance. That scale that we talk about in the Statue of Liberty, or in the prepaid legal pen, that thing is completely out of whack and it's going to kill you. So ego you need, but just don't need it any more than you got money to support.